Hello and welcome to another episode of the Goal Line Conversation podcast. My name is Michael
I'm Jared.
and welcome. Welcome. If you're new to this episode, remember, please smash a like, smash that subscribe button, click the notification bell so that way you know when new videos are dropping. And as always, as you know here, this is an episode where we talk about the most latest games. We talk about the most relevant football conversations. So stay tuned, stay locked in with us. We appreciate your support. We appreciate your comments, your engagement. Continue to do that. And we'll try to make sure that we respond and we give you more diverse content as you stay on this channel. So, on today's episode of the podcast, we're going to talk about, obviously, we're going to focus on the UCL games, which are most of them, all the European games have wrapped up now. So, but we're going to focus on the UCL games, some UCL games to talk about both our different clubs. Man, you fan over here.
Whoa, you're using that word way too lightly. I'm not a fan right now.
Is that is that Man, you observer.
I'm an observer.
Man, you
I'm
observer.
an observer.
Chelsea fan, as you know. And we'll talk about the different.
I have been observing for like the past 10 years. It's crazy. I've been going.
Yo, this man stay observing the team. All right. So we'll talk about our different clubs, and obviously we both our clubs play today. One in
Say hour.
okay. Both clubs, Man U and
Yes.
Chelsea, played
Play today.
in Europe, and we'll talk about the performances of the team and also
Wait, y'all in Europa?
we're not in Europe.
Wait. Rephrase that.
Where I say Europe, I didn't say Europa.
You say Europa.
I said Europe.
You say Europa.
Okay, fine.
We could do VR right now.
VR.
We could do VR right now.
We'll VR after the video. But Europe, both teams just played in Europe, so we'll see. We'll talk about the performances of the game, and then we'll go into a Premier League fixtures upcoming in the weekend and give some predictions. All right, let's start from. If you have not watched this match, if you did not catch the highlights, stop the video here and go and watch it, then come back. Because the way what we'll be talking about this game, I'm talking about the Arsenal versus Real Madrid. The things we are going to be giving you, or the reactions that we're going to be giving you about this match, will not do justice of what transpired in that game. I would even go as far as to say, because I look,
This is an Arsenal
This
hater
is-
speaking.
this is a Chelsea.
Arsenal hater.
I'm a Chelsea fan and an Arsenal, very very current Arsenal hater. But when you see good football, you have to
Arteta
recognize.
plays good football.
No, this one they played good football. This game,
I'm just trying to get my facts.
real recognize real. Like
Ooh.
when
Wait, you real?
Hmm?
Chelsea fans, you Chelsea team is real right now.
Not right now.
So you
Not
think
right
real? So who's real recognized
I-
real?
now. When we're under Ancelotti, Conte, like I'm talking about that.
The good old days.
The good.
The good old days.
But like as a football fan, whether you have your biases or you're not, but even as a neutral, if you just put your neutral cap on and you just watch that game, it's beautiful to watch. Honestly speaking, that's the kind of game I would not mind watching again. You know, have you ever tried to like record a game and you're like, oh, I watch the replay, like the
Nah.
full replay?
I mean, I have. But
I've always tried that, but in my mind, I'm like, I already know what the score is, so I'm not going to watch it.
I just skip through it.
I just skip through. This Arsenal game, I would watch again. That's how good the game was. I will watch the whole 90 minutes again, even though I know
This is
how
pandering.
it was.
This is pandering right here.
I'm not pandering.
You're
I'm being serious. Anybody that
It was
watched
that good.
it was that good for real. If you watch the 90 minutes of that game, you will want to watch it again. And you will not be mad watching it again because of the things that you see transpire. Because the way the game started, and I guess I'm diving into
Exactly.
this.
Dive into it.
The way the game started,
Enlighten us.
it started off as Arsenal being a little bit like nervous, like the whole Madrid,
Yeah.
Bernabeu. You are seeing all the stars, the Vini, you are seeing the Bellinghams, Mbappe. So Arsenal right off were a little bit jittery. They probably like the 10, 15 minutes. Their passes were not being stringed together that much. And I think was it Saka or somebody misplaced a pass, and then before you know it, Mbappe is on a one-on-one and he's facing Raya. And then Mbappe out here thinking that his primary to 2005, 2002 is like, if I bend my body like this and I just You know those ones that you want to wrap your foot around it.
Okay.
But the foot did not wrap.
Oh.
It's stuck like a bar. The foot stuck like a bar. The guy was like, I want to wrap it. You are not wrapping anything. You are going to, the best way for me to give the analogy of why his foot went. You know when you want to, back in the days in Nigeria, when they want to post poster on top of, on like wall. You know all those places that just do not put poster here, and there's some people they're not gonna carry hot a bar and they'll just slap it on the wall and then put their poster there. That is how Mbappe's foot went on that ball. He didn't wrap. It was smeared.
It's stuck.
It's smeared. They slapped it.
You know what happened? The ball went straight to the keeper.
It literally just went straight to Raya. So that was the first opportunity. Everybody was like, oh, Rodrigo Mbappe about to give it to you. Because if they're already doing this in the first 15 minutes, beware because it's gonna be dangerous. And then after that, after we're like, all right, we got all the nonsense out of our body now.
Yeah.
Let's play a real game. And from minute 20 to minute 90, it was absolutely pure dominance from Arsenal. Arsenal were peppering them. I'm telling you, 3-0 does not justify this game. I'm telling you, this game should be 7-0. I know I said 5-6, even it should be 7. I counted it well. It should be 7. 7-0. That's what this game should have finished up in. If not for Courtois, that was on his octopus thing, catching everything, punching everything out. If Sanchez was in that goal, Onana was in that goal.
Hey. He's not a keeper. He's not a keeper.
He's a centre back.
Center back. This is a center back masquerading as a keeper.
If Sanchez was in that goal, that's 7. I'm counting 7.
It was that bad. I didn't watch the game. It was that bad.
Bro, if you have, how they said, they have extended highlights.
Yes.
Which there will be 30 minutes instead of 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Go and watch the extended highlight. That's how good it was, because Arsenal from minute 20 to minute 90 absolutely dominated the what do you call them? The current champions of Europe. They dominated them. Alaba was dancing galala.
Yeah, I heard that he's not doing well at all.
Alaba is finished. You should just go to Saudi.
Oh, Saudi.
Saudi MLS will give you good payday. Baba, you are done. Your legs are finished. Saka is a wicked boy. Let me tell you, Saka, you come from injury. You came back from injury, and you are putting this man that just came from injury like yourself.
And you're both Nigerians.
And he's Nigerian also. He's good. Yeah, he's good because Alaba be doing as if he's not Nigerian at all. He'd be like, I'm Austrian. At least Saka says, look, guys, I don't want to play for these dysfunctional people that and you people know yourself. You know what? I'm not playing for you. Let me play for England. England, I'm like their golden boy, their treasure. Let me play. But I still recognize my roots. Alaba, though, it's like he doesn't even recognize his roots. His name is literally like with Saka, you can even say he's like This is hate. This is hate. It's a Ukrainian name.
This is hate. What happened? Did Alaba send it to Chelsea back in the day?
I don't know. No, he's not saying no to Chelsea. Okay. Who sent Alaba for Chelsea? Why would we want to get him for Chelsea? But anyway, Saka sent Alaba to the shadow realm, man. He sent him because that guy. And one of the things I love about Saka, and when I watch him play and how I've seen his development, is that Saka has become a dual threat. That means, most wingers, whenever they are in the opposite side, they want to always cut in and shoot like Anthony, which is the only thing that he does. And funny enough, that guy is doing brilliant in Red Betis, which we'll come to later. But he will cut in as if he want to shoot. Saka throughout this game, because Alaba was like, you cut in now, that's what you are used to. Saka was like, no, I will do the other thing that my other leg can do, which is I will go to the side that you think I will not go to, and I will literally spam crosses. So he was spamming crosses. L1 in PlayStation. Those low crosses. It wasn't like
driven across the ground.
If Arsenal had any decency, even if they had Nicolas Jackson, I'm telling you, even if they had Havertz, one of those 2 or 3 of those crosses would have gone.
Who was striker?
Marino was striker, and the guy still scored. But I've talked about Saka. Now let me come to the Odogu.
Wow,
It'd be like Declan Rice. And now that's what
calling a white man Odogu crazy.
And they gave him the Odogu cap now.
Who gave him?
Yeah, what's it?
Odogu Black.
Odogu Black gave him the Odogu cap now.
I want to chill too.
They sold our battery. That's right. People that they used to, you know that those caps, they don't give it to anybody. That cap has become so useless. Those caps they used to give it to chiefs. Chiefs back then. Now everybody
Peter
just
Duce.
people don't change them. You know when you're watching those Igbo movies and they will have those caps. Now they just give it to any Tom Dick and Harry.
And Declan.
And now Declan. I get Deck with the cap. That's why I say, like, Jesus. Anyway, Declan Rice.
What's his name? Chibuzo.
Chibuzo. Ezenwando Rice. Ezenwando Rice. Declan Rice. Bro. You've seen the goals, right?
Dude.
Let me pass it over to you.
The first goal,
Mhm.
I can see why he scored it. That was a mistake on the wall's part. The wall, there's a bit more people in the wall. The second one, I don't understand how that went inside the net.
Brother.
Like, I can't say Couture was wrong. I also can't say Declan Rice did it too good. I'm just confused.
Bro,
I don't know what happened.
That is the best free kick I've seen, hands down. That I've watched.
It's
not the one that I watched on replay. I watched this one live. I saw it live, and I was like, "There's no way he's about to score this." When I saw him score the first one, I'm like, "Oh, Declan Rice, you had
that one." It makes sense. That one he curved that one around the wall. Like Roberto Carlos. This one was just straight. Because I was like,
you know, when they took a still picture of that goal, all I saw was it going to that, like, you know, when they draw the 90,
that corner.
That corner. Hang it there. When they put a bin, if they put a bin that they used to hang, it will enter that bin.
Yes. It was that tight. No.
No, they did.
Declan Rice, has he ever taken any free kick before this?
No, they said the last time he took last time he took a free kick was like when he was back in West Ham, like 2020 something. Like,
well, from now on, it's taking off free kicks now.
Arsenal fans, let me tell you something. If they're born Odegaard's uncle or his grandchildren were, that he should step. If there's a free kick, let Odegaard's children don't let them don't even do mistake and come to that.
Was he playing that game?
He played though. That is the only negative from that game. Is that one? That Odegaard. It better Arsenal fans, let me know. Does Odegaard still deserve to be your captain?
You can't stop him. Who will take it?
No, the reason why I say that it's not just because of the free kick.
I don't agree.
The reason why I say that does Odegaard still deserve to be a captain? Hear me out. Is that whenever a game is going south for Arsenal,
yeah,
and sometimes when you need that captain that will just grab the collar of the back of your neck, I'm like, guy, why are you playing? Are you all right?
But you see, that's a fallacy because we don't have it anymore. The only last person that can do that is Van Dijk.
No, but even if you are looking for somebody like that,
who's that in Arsenal?
That can be that person.
He just got there. He just got there.
He's doing it because he just got there. So he's like, I don't want to piss anybody off. But if he wants to be that person, Saka, Xhaka from this thing used to be that. He was that guy.
Yes.
The B word that he will be like, I don't care what your feelings are. But if you are looking for somebody to be that person, and it's not. And the thing I'm saying it is because sometimes in a game when you're just looking for somebody to just like you're not doing well in the game, everybody's playing something, and you just need someone to give that
passion,
that tackle that will just spark everybody up. That tackle that will just make the guy will come and hit you. Then all your team will be like, hey, you cannot touch our guys like that. What's going on?
You are so British. You are so British. This is the British way. Put a tackle in.
Bro.
You're like Roy Keane. Just put a tackle in. Just a tackle.
Just give him that.
Show up. Show them that you're there.
The only person that can do that is Declan Rice. In that scene, is that him? I see Gabriel.
Gabriel,
definitely. Yeah. But I think it is high time, Arsenal fans. Let us know. Let you people not lie to yourself. It's high time you take that handband off of Odegaard, because there have been so many games where Odegaard just go and hide in one corner. It's like they're doing hide and seek. Odegaard is like, But the game is going south. I don't want to shout.
Out of form. Does also count for something? He's out of form.
Since beginning of the season, are you out of form? Before he got injured, you came back from injury. Since he came back from injury, there's one or two games that I've seen Odegaard stood up. Other than that, he has just been on coasting.
If you had your way, you would make Declan Rice.
Absolutely. I will make another team vote. It's either Gabriel or Rice. Oton.
You can't do it in the middle of the season, though.
No, absolutely. If you do it in the middle of the season, it disrupts the chemistry of the game. It breeds conspiracy. Yes. Everybody will start saying, is it because of this? But as the season ends, whether you win trophy or you don't win trophy.
Has that ever been done? Has a coach ever changed captaincy? I feel like new coaches do it when they come in.
Yeah,
But
the
a
new coaches
coach
definitely do it
just do it randomly.
randomly.
That's
I'm
rare. I don't
trying
think
to
it's ever happened.
remember. I feel like there was one time. What did they do with Maguire?
Yes, but
They did Maguire.
that was a new coach.
And now,
Yeah, it was a new coach
new
that came
coach
in.
that came in and
Yeah,
then stripped
Atata
Maguire.
brought Odegaard. Made him the captain.
Yeah, I can't think of
And then
I can't
2
think.
years later, take him off. It's kind of like
It's what the team
this is
determines.
the Chelsea way you're doing. You guys have no feelings, no
Bro,
loyalty, no feelings.
that's why we are successful. Because if you have feelings in this game, you end up being Arsenal. That's the truth.
You be mine, you too.
True. If you have feelings, you end up being people that
Useless.
just cling go to old glory.
Old glory.
Old glory. Oh, this is how it's done. We are traditionalists. What did traditionalists get you?
Nothing.
Well, how much did they earn you? Anyway, any other additions? Oh, let me not forget, Mouse Lewis Kelly.
I was going to ask you about him. Is he really that good?
He's good. That brother, Rodrigo did not show up. Let me now even address Real Madrid. All the people that showed up that played in Old Trafford is not Rodrigo, Mbappe, and Vini. I refuse to believe that. This is the Temu version of them. Temu Mbappe, Temu Rodrigo, and Temu Vini. Those are the people that showed up. I refuse to believe the real ones played because that is the Temu versions of them that
So
are doing what they saw.
You be shopping on Timu.
No, bro. I've heard news. I've heard.
How did you find Timu?
I've heard that Timo, you order a big couch that you see, then they will send you like a miniature version. So the Real Madrid forwards that played in the table version, though, the real ones they were still in Bernabeu. That's what I mean. And shame on you, Vinicius Junior, shouting and making much yappa that they did not pick me for Ballon d'Or. How many times did Did Ronaldo lose Ballon d'Or to Messi? Even when he was supposed to win it, there were times that Ronaldo was dropping back-to-back golden boots, accomplishing a lot with Real Madrid. Messi would just do one small Champions League and then he will get it. But Ronaldo will still go and sit down there. He was not going to sit down there. Because one time you felt in your own feeling that you were cheated. That's your own feeling, no. You did not confirm it. You did not have any news. You did not have any place where they leaked it. In your own feelings, you felt that you were not the Ballon d'Or. You now sat.
Where's this hate coming from?
Because he's not that good. That's the time I'm going to spend him.
Nah,
he's not that good.
Hold on.
He's not that good,
The
Jared.
only winger better than Vinicius in this world right now is Yamal. No one winger better than him. Salah doesn't count.
Yeah, Salah doesn't because Salah is a goal merchant.
Exactly.
He's not really
Who is better than Vinicius?
I don't know, but it's not about best winger.
If he's free today and they say Chelsea, you want him, you say no?
Obviously, why would we say no?
Are we mad?
Are we mad? Like, is Chelsea start? Are we starting to? Are you going to slow class? Like, what's happening here?
So then why you dissing him this
No,
month?
I'm just dissing.
He's not that good.
No,
or you want him?
No, I'm dissing him because of the way this guy gives it to other teams.
Yeah.
That 15 respect. You people, you are nothing. The way he always gives it, he has to be able to take it. Because whenever he shows this very, very poor form of his, he just goes into hiding. But then when his team is doing comebacks and he's out there like, well, this is what this one's supposed to be a Ballon d'Or winner. That's the way he's supposed to act like I'm supposed to be Ballon d'Or winner. I'm like, guy, calm down. You have not done anything. This game, Vini was locked down by Timber. Timber said, you are Vini. The junior in your name, I'm going to remove it. You are not Vini. Vini that watch car for me. You are Vini that watch car for me. He removed the junior. He said, you are not this, you don't deserve the junior. You don't deserve the junior.
I'll rename you.
I'll give you another name. But yeah.
Okay.
Bellingham was just there.
Well, here's a question I have for you. Mm-hmm. Knowing that Arsenal won 3-0, the next leg next week, do you see Arsenal progressing through the stage?
I don't know. I said that if I do see Arsenal based on the way I see them defend. If peradventure, Ateta, I want to give you an advice. If peradventure this team find a way to bottle this
They
3-0,
probably will.
Ateta, just pack your bags. Just in case this team decides to disgrace you, just pack your bag and stay in Barcelona. Tell your wife and kids to come and join you. Just resign from there. Don't come back home because Arsenal fans are not going to have it.
No.
Arsenal, seeing Arsenal how they have played, because their bread and butter this season, the way they have been playing is defense first, will sacrifice goal later.
Yes, because
Anyhow we get goal.
have a good striker.
Set piece FC, or we do long throwing, whichever way, just find a way to win 1-0 or draw. They've been very, very good defensively. But if they find a way to bottle this 3-0, I see. So if you ask me, I see them going through. I think, because the reason I said that is because obviously if they go to Bernabeu, Madrid is going to score. But I do see Arsenal still being able to get one goal. They are capable of getting one goal, either through set piece, either through like counter attack, because Real Madrid, they are going to be reckless, very reckless, because they know that there's a very, very tall margin for them. So Real Madrid is going to get caught out. And Real Madrid also defensively, they have not been sound this season at all. To be honest,
no, they're very suspect.
They have not been sound this season. If you remember this playoff that they used to get in now, they're literally on the cups of whether they get playoff or not, because they lost so many games.
Look at Real Madrid, their defenses are not that good.
They're not that good. Except for Rudiger, nobody.
And now they even add in like a Trent, which is not even a good thing.
You want to work on defense, you're finding Trent. You're finding the most attacking
the right back. That's not to defend.
So I am just so to answer your question, I do think that I do think Arsenal will make it through. They'll make it through. But if they go to Bernabeu, they'll probably lose like 2-1 or 2-1, respectively.
Honestly, if I'm there,
or 3-2,
I'm going to play 4-4-0. Just no, sorry, 5-5.
That's that. Because I was so happy for Arsenal fans, because at last they get something that they can celebrate. I went to watch some of their the podcasts and some of the reactions, and some of them were like, Ateta, I don't want to see any player pass that middle line
at all.
I don't want to take the Real Madrid. Be anti-football as much as possible. And I agree.
You should call Mourinho. Be like, Mourinho, what do I need to do?
Thank you. It's like me and you, we are
Mourinho, what do I need
Bluetooth.
to do?
Literally, just call Mourinho. Esa, please.
What do I need to do?
What do I need to do to stink out? Because I know the thing about Mourinho was also a coach of Real Madrid, so he knows
stink it out.
Find way to stink it out.
Look for where you could have stupid fouls. Just
Saka, if you want to play, you are wing back.
Yes.
Wing back that does not go anywhere.
I'll just man mark Bellingham, Vinicius, and Mbappe and call it a day.
Everybody else
figure it out. Just man mark your story, and it should be done.
Bring Ben White. Play Timber.
Yeah. 4 center backs.
Play. Even Calafiori. If you are fit, come back. Every defense that is possible.
Partey, Merino in the back. Everybody should be in the middle of your goal. How much should be going forward?
Honestly, that's what I see. So I definitely.
But knowing him, he may not do that. And be like, I want to play football.
Shout out to Merino though. Merino has actually been very good. He's been at.
I still don't know how they found a way to make him become a striker.
So that's one of
it's working.
And you got to give Arteta credit there, because when you look at being able to find solution to something that he should have addressed in the summer, he actually found a way.
Do you think Merino goes to be the CDM or is now the backup striker?
He has to be a backup striker.
That's what I've been thinking too.
He has to be a backup striker. I'm being honest. He has to be a backup striker, because at the moment you cannot just have. Havertz cannot do what Mourinho is doing.
Come on,
he can't do what Mourinho is doing, because you know what Mourinho has is Mourinho has technique, and Mourinho has that eye for goal. Like Mourinho, when he gets the ball, he actually wants to shoot. Not Havertz is like, should I score? Should I not score? Is this easy enough for me? If it's too easy, I will miss it. But if it's hard, I have to score this. They are depending on me on this. They are depending on me.
That is true.
Mourinho doesn't care. He's just one thing the Mourinho has to learn is he has to try to learn to position himself when he doesn't get the ball. Because as a midfielder, he's always looking for
But-
the ball.
but he-
So he normally
I
drops.
don't think
deep.
he has pace though. To be
No, he doesn't need pace. He just needs to be in the, because he's so lanky and large.
True.
He just needs to be in the right
Just throw
position.
his body
So
everywhere.
just position awareness, knowing when there's a gap, and then trying to predict where some of the crosses are going to be.
Yeah.
Because especially those crosses that Saka was spamming in, if Mourinho was just being a nuisance of that number 9 position, that number 9 area, he would have scored 1 or 2 goals. He would have scored like two,
Wow.
at least 2 goals. But yeah, shout out to Arsenal, man. Arsenal, they surprised me.
Nobody had faith because we're actually going to win.
I did it.
Nobody had faith.
I did it. I was like,
came through.
I was about to get smoked. Oh man, away. That's what I said.
We're proud of you guys.
But yeah, shout out to Arsenal fans. You will not hear me say that much. So just enjoy it. Because you made me you started even doubting me that did they pay me? He thought that they were a sponsorship.
They probably did.
He thought that I was some paid sponsorship.
How are you? You have, if there's one team that you have insulted that I've known you, Arsenal is on that list.
Oh yeah, they chop me.
The number 2 is Arsenal. It's not bad.
Arsenal fans say they don't like me. They don't like me. Even though most of my friends like me.
Yes, they do. All of my friends are like Arsenal fans. You just going for them.
I've been going for them. They be getting their stick. But yeah, shout out to Arsenal. Arsenal, man, you guys deserve it. Like when you watch that football, man, because you know what? When I was watching that, because up to the like 50-something, 55 minutes, 52 minutes, I was like, what would suck is that if Arsenal does all this peppering, then Madrid go and get
one goal.
And they did not pack the balls, and then Arsenal start doing Ogongo, all guns blazing, and they did not get 2-0. I said it will just be the most
Arsenal way to lose.
Arsenal way to lose, and it's the most Ancelotti way to win. Ancelotti just knows how to stink out certain things and just like, but that man, he needs to be leaving. He needs to leave. That's another person.
Isn't he leaving?
I think he says leaving.
Now,
Xabi Alonso wants to replace him.
That's not fair.
Yeah, Xabi Alonso is going to replace him.
You're going to have a young coach and a young team. For the next 20 years, you just be doing. You know what? It's okay.
Yeah, Xabi Alonso is going to replace him.
Who do you want to win the Champions League?
Who do I want?
Yes, who do you want?
I actually want PSG to win it.
I don't want them to win it.
Why don't you want them? I want them to win it in spite of Mbappe.
Oh, that's hate.
I want you to pepper him.
That's hate.
I want you to pepper him. I don't know why, but I just want you to pepper him because that guy be feeling like he's too invisible.
That's hate.
I want you to pepper him because who will it harm if PSG won it? It's one time.
That's true.
It's one time. They finally get it. Do you know how many times they've been to this?
They spend money to get there.
Just to get there. The year they said that we're not spending money, we're going to believe in the team.
You wanted to actually build a team. They got far. When they be building freaking superstars for no reason, they like, I
want PSG to actually win it. If you're asking me, if we want to be fair, PSG, Arsenal, I think what I want Arsenal to do is I want Arsenal to get to the semi-final. And then, because to be honest, everybody that has won the Champions League, you pay your debt to. You have to pay your dues. You cannot just walk in and then. How many finals have we been in that we have lost? You have lost finals. We have lost semi-finals. Barcelona cannot win it. I hate Barcelona today because of that.
You hate them? I hate them more than
you. I detest them.
We went 4 times in a row. Man,
bro, you know, at one point I used to say that is it that they used to wait for us to Chelsea to qualify, and then they say Chelsea, Barcelona. We got Barcelona like back to back. Yes. It became a pandemic at one point.
Arsenal was always Bayern at one point. But
no, so Arsenal can definitely not win it. I don't like Bayern enough to win it, to be honest, because I'm just like,
I wanted to win it. It's company.
No, diversity higher, man.
And also, diversity higher is crazy.
Yes,
and Hurricane.
Yeah.
Hurricane
is a sports fan, so I hate sports people. So no, you don't.
Actually, he's an Arsenal fan. He came to the Arsenal Academy.
I don't care. He plays in sports. He made that miserable decision to play as a sport.
Okay.
So I think PSG for me. I will not have any. I'll be happy for them. I don't have any malice, nothing.
Bayern, because I like company. I don't know what he's playing, what function he's playing. But just I'm like, you know what? I like him as a person.
Is there another person? The reason I don't want Bayern to win, that will listen that snub Chelsea because of money to go to Bayern. You smear Pepe.
He made the right choice.
No, he's not made the right choice. He
made
the right choice. He made a horrible choice. Horrible choice. Because he made us to go and buy Pedro Neto. He made us to go and buy Neto. If not, he was supposed to come.
Hold on. You already said when I was talking about Pedro Neto like 3 months ago. Oh my God, he's so great. He's so awesome. Why didn't Man U let him go? What happened?
That guy.
No, let's go on.
Let's
Let's
go.
move. Let's move. What's going on with Chelsea? What's going on with Chelsea? Talk.
Chelsea. What's going on?
Give us a summary of Chelsea.
Summary. Well, we've suffered from a lot of injuries, so that's one.
Name the injuries.
Jackson has been injured.
Oh, now you're claiming Jackson as a good person.
I never in my life would have said that I would miss Jackson. But when I saw Nkuku, Dries Bior, Pedro Neto playing first night, I said, please, Jackson, come back. I beg you. This season, I will beg you, Jackson.
So you're on Team Jackson. Okay.
I'm Team Jackson all the way to the end of the season. Once the end of the season, go and find a striker that has brain, that has sense. So Jackson. Kopama was injured.
Okay.
Madueke was also injured. Madueke that
like
I did not rate.
You don't like him.
I love him now because Pedro Neto and Sancho have so big Pepe, man. What are you talking about? Pedro Neto and Sancho, that do you know what Pedro Neto and Sancho they specialize in? They'll do pass me the ball. Okay. Is that two defenders? Nah, I can't do that. They'll pass back. They say recycle. Go, no, try Sancho. Sancho will do something. Sancho will get the ball. Nah, I can't do anything. Pass back. Or Sancho will say, let me do my. You know,
I hate that thing so much. Does nothing. Anyway, before going back to Sancho, who else is injured?
Who else was injured? Or just those two people that were those couple of people that were injured.
Kopama being injured is already a big deal.
And that guy's his form has been horrible. Kopama, I don't know what you want to.
I think it's your coach.
Huh?
I think it's your coach.
Why do you think so?
I don't think Kopama has the same freedom he was having before. That freedom is not there because Kopama plays football like a street baller. He just looks up. I can shoot from here. And I see Maresca being like, "Do not shoot until you're in front of the 18-yard box." I see Maresca say that. I see Maresca do that to your players.
You know what? You know when Kopama was his freest and he was banging in goals was when he was at that right side. When he was on the right side of the
yes.
And you know what he normally did? He would sometimes he would float in and interchange with whoever is playing.
Yeah, he's very free flowing.
Very free flowing. Yeah. But Maresca wants him to be in that middle, drop back, receive passes. And now when he's in the middle, they double team him.
And also you know that
so now you are stifling the only opportunity where a ball can go to.
Yes.
Because before when Kopama gets the ball on the right, he will say,
he can drift in, drift
out. Drift out, or he will give an overlapping pass to somebody that
and then go to the box.
This our brother Maresca said that our fullback should not overlap, that they should be inverting. This is the Pep team. Is it Pep? Oh God!
All of you that were out here, Maresca is the truth. Is this the truth? Oh no, why won't go there? Sancho.
Oh, did you see the video I made?
You guys love Sancho?
I know Sancho is going back to Man U by the grace of God.
You better not.
By the grace of God, Sancho is going back to my room.
Chelsea fans, all of you.
No. Let me tell
you something. No. Hold on. I have to get off my chest. Yeah. All Chelsea fans need to apologize to every Man U fan.
We are sorry.
Because the amount of
public apology.
You guys let him go.
Public apology.
The guy shined for 2 games?
No. Let me render the apology. On behalf of Chelsea Fan Association, one of his name, Michael.
Yes.
I publicly apologize.
You're forgiven.
For bad mouthing everything that I said about Sancho. I take it back.
Now, explain Sancho as a player.
Sancho,
explain him.
He's not a player.
What is he good at?
He's a freestyler.
That can't run.
He's a free. You know the pregame. You know when you go to Red Bull Stadium. Yeah. So anybody? No.
Oh, that's true.
No.
That's crazy.
Let me speak.
I just come to say,
no, if you go to Red Bull Stadium, so for any of you who don't know, MLS hires all these freestylers that used to do around the world. Then you know the one that do, you know all those Ronaldinho skills that you be showing during Boga Jonito that you put on the back of the or raise it up. That is Sancho's job. No. Nobody can convince me otherwise because I've seen this brother play. He's a freestyler at best.
This is messed up. This is wrong.
At best, he's a freestyler. I've clocked it. Because I've watched him. I've watched 90 minutes of this, and my eyes wanted to just come out of my socket. And I'm like, this boy is a freestyler because you know what he does? He'll make you like when he does one make, he will not kick it back. Like, I have done my job. I've done my job for the day. I did what you have asked me to do. You come out here do that. Is either that or you do you fake shots 2 times. You also even against was it against Tottenham, the one that won 1-0. Baba shoots ball 1 time. He, he will do that. You're like, the shot has gone. I can't play again. You pass it back. I'm like, is that something? You used to say someone Lori and are they eating on top of your head? Are they eating breakfast or what? Like, because I don't understand why your head is loading like
I am
broadband.
so happy this that we also.
Your head is loading like as if you are using LAN cable. Or you know those green dots that want to load. That's how his brain is loading.
Buffering?
It's buffering, brother. Like the man is buffering like you're on some more Wi-Fi.
One thing, I think
bro, that guy has to go back.
We don't want him back.
You know what? And I made a video about it. They said that 5 million, and we don't have to. We are not.
I think you guys are sending him back.
No, we are sending him back.
I think so.
We are sending him back because you won't know how bad it is. Maresca was even saying in a pre-match conference before the sports game, he said he has been telling him to shoot. You know, grease shoot. They do. God, that guy frustrates me.
What would you say are his best attributes?
His best attributes, sometimes
I think it's 1-2 passes.
Sometimes he has 1-2 passes. Sometimes he knows how to find those quick passes, like those incisive, because he did that against the Europa League. But you are playing against people
that's the issue.
People that are
that is what I am noticing. Sancho, if you play him in Europe, will ball. When you say, okay, come and play against 4-4-2,
playing against Crystal Palace,
he won't do anything.
Just send him back to Dortmund at this point. Send him on a discount.
Yes,
that's the only thing that will help.
If you play him against Man City, you probably do something because there's like space everywhere. When there's no space, he can't do anything.
He's choked. Bro, I don't know what to do.
Nah. No. But I feel like definitely we wouldn't have to send it back to Dortmund.
All right, we have
cutthroat price.
We have talked about Chelsea. You have seen me almost explode on this Sancho matter. Maresca does not know how to.
Maresca in or out?
At this point,
you got like eight games left, maybe.
I'm like 60% out, 40%.
60% out.
Yeah, because and the reason why I'm 60% out is because, but I know it's not going to go out because they're going to keep him. But why I'm saying 60% out is because he doesn't know how to take a risk. He likes to play safe. He plays to the gallery. Like, he doesn't know how to tear off the script and say, guys, we are losing. I don't care what tactical formation I've told you.
But that's a Pep thing.
Go out there.
All these people coached by Pep. That's how they all do. They only have one method. It's only one method, and that's it. There's no backup plan.
I don't understand. Like, you are playing against Brentford that will just sit at the back and wait for a counter attack. And you are still want to be playing systematic football. You want to be playing pass me. Tear the script sometimes. You, James, if you catch the ball on the edge of the penalty, light that thing, brother. Light it.
Principle.
Why are you passing? Why are you passing to the wingers? Right back, I beg of you. If you see space, go into the space. Let the winger find you. Be a double threat. No, you want to be inverting. What are your left back and your right back? What are they inverting into the middle? The middle is already choked up, brother. Everybody's in the middle. Everybody's in the middle. He's low block. Everybody's in the middle. What are you in the middle? What are you inverting for? Inverting where? Are you an inverter?
Because you have to overload the middle.
Overload what?
Overload the middle.
The middle is already overloaded.
Once you overload the middle, then you have space on the wings.
I feel stone you with headphones. I stone you with headphones. There's overload it. Go, come on.
Once you overload, then space opens up.
And in their mind, that's what the building with them.
It's chest.
They'll not be shuffling the ball like. And I'm sure one of them, that guy, you don't know what you're doing. You're stupid. Do you know what they're playing outside?
Chris, like,
brother, the striker is in the defensive midfielder. Why are you overloading? This striker is playing as a DM. Why are you overloading? I don't understand. Like, what kind of football is this nowadays?
But to be honest, though, it's just in a bad spot. I feel like you guys...
They're not in a bad spot, but we...
Where you guys started from, you're in a bad spot.
We're in a bad spot because we expect
from last season to now, great progress.
Last season, we finished 6th. So he has to do 5th or higher.
No, but even 6th is still good.
He has to do 5th or higher.
You can't 5th or higher. That's Man City. Man City is 5th.
Man City is not 5th. Not the Man City that we are seeing now.
They're going to do some magic to get 5th.
No. Haaland is injured. Haaland is out for the season. So all they have is Mamouche and Foden, and then inshallah. And then the other wingers, they're there for
Your
decoration.
Doku is just to like run
And then
down.
they don't have defense. Because even their game, which I'm going to talk about, is not sure. I don't think there's any team other than Wolves, Ipswich, and Wolves, Ipswich, or Leicester that I think Man City can beat confidently right now.
Southampton.
If it-
Southampton.
Oh yes, Southampton. If you take away all those 4 teams that we have talked about, I don't think there's any team that Man City can go into, whether home or away, that they can confidently beat.
No, I don't see it either.
So because of that, I would say that Chelsea can claim that. I've considered that Chelsea is not in the top 4 race anymore. 5th position. I think if they have any brain left in them, they can claw it and get it.
Okay. Chelsea gets 5th.
Mhm.
Man City gets 6th.
Man City in Europa will be sweet, yeah.
That'd be funny. Seeing Pep out there. Pepe.
Pepe Azerbaijan.
Kazakhstan.
Oh my God, the joy!
He's gonna cry a lot. He's gonna be like, "Oh, this fly. I'm flying too much, going too many distances."
No, you know what you'll be? You'll be trying to hype up the team. This is the best competition in the world.
He's such a great coach.
Just a great
Like,
coach.
like everybody there on that team is
People
so
don't
good.
know about this team.
Yes.
This team. Shut up, man. Anyway, let's talk about your team. Let us know what's the state of Man U right now.
They played Lyon.
They played Lyon. You drew 2-2. Let's talk. Let me start with Onana. So obviously everybody knows about the Onana Matic word of wars. If anybody doesn't know, Onana started by saying that on paper he feels like Man U are way better than Lyon and they can.
Which is a fair to say
statement.
because he plays for them. Yeah, that one I wouldn't fault you.
So Matic heard that and said, coming from somebody who's statistically the worst Man U.
That right there, I laughed. I was like, "Ooh, Matic."
Then Onana then replied and said that, well, you coming from somebody who never lifted anything as a Man U player. Let me first start with the question of, do you agree that statistically, or even non-statistically, even just eye test, is Onana really the worst Man U goalkeeper ever?
No. Starting keeper or keeper in total?
Starting keeper.
Because
number
there's
one.
Bates.
Yeah.
There's like the other one.
Number one, your starting goalkeeper.
Yes.
Is the worst.
Yes.
That you've seen in modern day at least.
Yes. Peter Schmeichel, Van der Sar, even Tim Howard for like that few years that he was there. And there's Lindegaard and De Gea. Onana is the worst of all of them. Onana is terrible. Onana is better with his feet than his hands.
Like we said, the man
makes no sense.
Man is centre back.
That guy's like, it's like you're a centre back. Did you see today's goals? They were both his fault. Both goals were his fault. This guy is an agent of darkness.
Oh, bro.
Somebody paid him and told him, whenever you're in Europe, find ways to make it hard for Man to progress in Europe.
I was watching Saeed TV.
Oh, yeah.
I was watching this live reaction, and he thought the game was already done at 2-1. So I think somebody was calling.
Me too.
Somebody was calling him to like banter him. I was like, what are you talking about? We won. And it was like, and the moment he saw Onana, it's like, oh, no. And the guy fell down on his knees. He fell down. I was like, Onana, he's like on site. It's like Onana is on site. He said, meet him in the parking lot.
Dude, I don't see. Onana would be great for a pep team. You know why? The ball will always be at his feet. Like, for example, right now, Mr. Question, what's his name? Ederson. Yeah. Is he a good keeper? We don't know.
No, Ederson now that I've seen is a bad keeper.
Exactly.
The defense that I've been covering him all this while.
Onana too. Put Onana behind Ederson's position. You'll be like, oh my God, he can really pass the ball really well. He doesn't get challenged enough. Onana needs to go. But that's not this transfer season's problem. That's the next transfer season problem.
Okay, I like that.
Inter needs to give it. Come on, take him back. And we'll go and get the GA back. I don't care. We'll get the GA back. We'll go and get the GA back.
Get the GA back for real?
And, no. I'm just messing around. But look, I am mad because, like, at one point, Ed Woodward in his greatest glory of all time was paying 2 keepers in the league the most money. De Gea and Henderson. Henderson now is in Crystal Palace. Between him and Onana, I don't know who's better.
I'll still take Henderson.
That's what I'm saying. That one is free. It's free. Onana was 50 mil. So sorry for getting all worked up, but Onana sucks. And as of this moment,
definitely the
I'm
worst.
done with him. Like I think he's the worst starting keeper that Man U has ever had in the last 30 years for a whole season.
Okay. All right. The other question I wanted to ask
Yes.
is there's I don't know what I should call him, Yahoo boy, content creator, Hoyland. I don't know if I call it Yahoo boy
I
or
have something
content
to say.
creator.
I have something to say. Hoyland
Let me know about Hoyland. What's good with it?
needs to be loaned out.
Loaned out.
Needs to
Or
be
not
loaned
sold.
out.
Okay, not sold. Okay.
No. You sell him to who? Who's buying? No one is buying Hoyland. Man U bought Hoyland off of potential.
Brother, let me tell you,
Yeah.
like that Hoyland brother. You know why I say call him a content creator? I saw there's one beautiful cross that Dogu gave to him. Dogu got the ball on an interception. Counter attack. Dogu was like, oh, I got my striker there. Let me cut back. The guy, he whiffs it, brother. It is a standard shot for any striker.
Michael,
Hang it in the
Michael,
anywhere you want.
at least he's there. Half the time, Hoyland is behind the ball. Like, dude, you are the number 9 striker. You see this? You see what this thing shows on the 18-yard box? You see the circle where you play the penalty? When you go to play the penalty, now you put the ball. That's where you should be at all times. He's always outside, just like, dude, what the hell? Like, you see like Dogo just running down the field, just running. You look in the middle of the box. You see Fernandez. You see Hoyland behind him. No, Hoyland needs to be loaned out. And it's not his fault. We bought a potential. And we have a potential. He needs to go back to Atlanta for like a 1-year loan. Just loan him out. You should go and play at Atlanta.
Hopefully you can revive yourself.
Yes, and then we could sell him. That's it. You have another person?
Oh, Garnacho.
No, he needs to go. He needs to go.
Ganchi.
See, no, you know what I need? I need Garnacho's confidence and ability to always be in that position, put it in Hoyland's body.
Ability to shoot also.
Ability to shoot.
Because Garnacho be like, what can I do? Shoot it. I don't care. Somebody's making an overlapping run. I don't care. I'm shooting it.
Garnacho
He
is
just
the
normal
most
be spamming
frustrating
shots.
player. That guy gets like 6 shots a game, and you're like, oh, that sounds good. Did you go watch it? You're like, bro, the goal is here. You're shooting there. Garnacho, when that whole thing was happening with Napoli, when they said that, oh, they wanted him, I was like, nah, you should keep him.
You greedy people.
No, you should have sold him.
You
should
greedy
have sold
people.
him.
You should have sold him.
Whoever was trying to sell him was right.
Well, how much were they offering you?
40 mil.
40 mil.
I don't care.
Put 40 plus Bayern.
He will probably look good right now because Matemno looks good right now, but it's okay. Sell him. Garnacho, at this point,
if you want him so bad, put a buyback clause.
Exactly. No. Garnacho at this point, he needs to go because we need money.
Yeah.
We need money.
Because that guy will be pure profit for you.
Pure profit.
And if you sold him when Napoli is not hungry for him anyway. If Napoli can win the league, you think they want to buy him?
It's okay. It's 40 mil. If you want a player that will always shoot on target, all he needs is a coaching to tell him where the goal is. Garnacho is your man.
Oh man. Other than that, yeah, I think I also think that your manager is not setting up your team a lot of time for success. Because I feel like sometimes he goes into a game so pragmatic.
So,
and I feel like maybe it's because of like he's afraid of taking the leaks. Yeah.
Why is our right wing not being failed by Anthony?
I don't know.
Because I'm just like, Anthony could have been in that position. That like that freaking who's playing the Dalot? Mm-hmm. Dalot and Anthony should be in that position. I don't get it. But that manager says the right things. Mm-hmm. But when I see his formation at times, I'll be like, God,
I'm like, bro, what are you thinking?
Do you want to win or not? Like, do you want to win?
What is the reasoning in this formation that I'm seeing here?
Garnacho, sorry to say, this guy's not improving under you. Do you at least say like, yo, don't shoot, wait until you shoot?
Like, know that he's going on target. At least pick a spot anywhere. You know, sometimes you used to tell them, pick the side of the net.
Yeah.
That's your aim.
Test the keeper. But yeah, no, that coach is filling me with confidence.
And also, he continues to play Dalot in that right wing back position. And Dalot is horrible in the right wing back.
I just don't know why we can't just go into the academy and be like, you know what? Which one of you are right now is good enough?
Nobody will blame him.
And just keep playing that kid for next season. But he said, Dalot, I'm like,
Dalot is not improving under that
Yeah.
position. No.
So
It's not at all. And he just keeps playing it. And what makes it infuriating is that I feel like a lot of Man U fans, everybody knows everybody knows that guy he's not producing anything from that side.
it's not.
So now anybody that wants to play, you just overload Dogu, and then you have killed
You're
your attacking
fine.
threat.
You overload Dogu, you just push on it a little bit. He's gonna go outside
Don't bother
the
marking
area.
oil. Unlike this,
I am good. Everything is empty. There's nobody in the middle of the pitch.
one
And
thing.
then you have Xerxes. Oh god, that's a striker that
He
doesn't
wants
want
to
to play
pass.
striker. He wants to play number 10. Man U needs a striker.
Oh
And
my god.
even if we get Osimhen, it still will not work.
No.
Because
I feel like Osimhen doesn't really fit that formation. He's not a like I don't know. I don't see him because what you are maybe because if it's like a fox in the box kind of thing. But I feel like Osimhen likes
but
kind
you
of
said that, but I also don't even see enough balls in the box for me to be like, you know what? If it's a striker right here, we can get things done.
true.
Half the time, I'm just like, Garnacho shouldn't be playing where he's playing, and then it's like we need actual creators. So let's say Xerxes or somebody else that should be actually feeding the striker, but we don't have that. But yeah, the team is unbalanced. The only person that's actually making me smile on that team is Euro.
Euro has been
Because I'm like, you know what?
It's been
There's
good.
potential here.
Delete also has
That's really good.
Delete has been really
So
good.
you see, centre backs we were fine. Midfield, there's a big hole there.
Yeah. Casemiro and
Ugarte.
is
Goalkeeper. Oh my god, that team is so bad. That team is really bad.
all right.
I actually thought about it. That team is really bad.
The team is really bad. It's really bad. It's bad. I agree.
It's really bad.
All right. Let's take let's
Who would I keep in that team?
who you keep? That's a good question. What would you exercise?
Xerxes,
Lexus stays.
Menu,
Fernandez also obviously stays.
Fernandez, Ugarte.
That's
it up front. That's it. Mount needs to go. I don't care.
Yeah.
He's always injured. Mount needs to go.
Diallo should stay.
Oh yeah. Diallo.
You missed that guy.
Imagine we have Dogo and Diallo on other wings. We're flying. It's okay. Let me stop. Next season.
All right. Do you think that you can go all the way to the Europa League finals?
If the coach uses his brain and doesn't do whatever he's doing right now, yes. Garnacho needs to be played off the bench.
Yeah. And for some reason, I don't know why they continue to foster this entitlement like behavior of him. Like he feels he should be starting. I'm like, sometimes you just need to sit on the bench and then learn.
Yes,
Learn
exactly.
and then
Make him hungry.
Because I feel like sometimes when he comes in as an impact, he does better than when he starts.
And also, he's being rewarded for no reason.
Nothing.
The guy comes
sometimes
in.
he plays 90 minutes, and we know he's obviously playing very poorly, but he still plays the whole 90 minutes.
I don't get it, man.
Find the academy, like you said, find more academy boy that has been shooting
There has to be somebody out there.
He has not played anything in this game. I don't understand. Like,
so the whole thing is that, like, on paper, we should be able to win this Europa League. But with where this coach is going, we probably won't win it. And this is it. And it's Europa League or bust.
Yeah, right now. That's the only way you get into Champions League.
That's the only thing that we're fighting for. And this coach is out here doing whatever he's doing. He's out here experimenting.
Yeah, supposed to be saving everything for Europa because you know you're not going to get relegated.
That's what I'm saying.
So
bro,
why you
experiment? When the Man City game, that was a painful one to watch.
Yeah, that was the most.
Manchester Derby, that was the most boring one of all time.
But you know the funny thing about you guys, I watched the later. You guys played so well. Pinging the balls left and right. Man City looked like a shadow of themselves. They were ready.
Then what happened from that game to this game?
Because when I was watching, I was like, wait, I think I actually see the.
There's a vision there. You can see the vision.
I can see that this guy has a style of play. Because I was seeing Fernandez dropping deep, pinging some good balls, moving around. The moving ball fast is just no finishing up front. It was just, what are you doing on that passing for when you are just going to go up and just make it useless?
Serious question though. Who is a striker that we could buy in the whole Premier League?
Premier League, the lap is available for 30.
I keep saying this, the lap. I'm tired of all these young kids. I just want a solid number 27-year-old, 28-year-old player.
Okay, solid 27 and
I'm tired of all these projects. I just want somebody that you're like, you know what? He's going to give me 10 goals.
Chris Wood.
Yeah, but Newcastle will let him go.
No, it's Nottingham Forest.
That's a downgrade now. He's going to be playing Champions League.
Yeah?
He's playing Champions League next season.
Yeah, that's jeez. Bro, I forgot.
Mateta. That's where we're going.
Man,
We'll go to Mateta.
Mateta.
That's what we're going to get.
Mateta. You say, hey, where you want to play Champions? Come off it.
Get Mateta.
We'll give you some good 120. 120. Call
Who
it
is
a day.
Ipswich? Even the striker. Oh yeah, that's a Delap.
Delap.
Yeah, maybe him.
Yeah.
But like, I don't really want. I'm tired of all this like potential. I just want a straight up adult.
Yeah, because I hear a lot of Man U fans saying Jokers. I'm like, that guy is not
It's
coming.
not coming.
Unless you're playing champs.
It's not coming.
And you're giving a whole lot of bread.
I wouldn't have gone.
It's not
It's not
coming.
going.
That guy is not coming.
Arsenal first. Arsenal
first.
Go there.
Because this market is really a strikers market. You have Osimhen on the market. You have Delap. You have Gyökeres. You have Sesko.
And you have David.
David is free. So it's a strikers market. If you want a striker, Colomwani is on the market because apparently
that one I want.
Juventus, got him on loan, but they don't have a buy.
I want that guy,
and he's a PSG player, and PSG obviously wants to move him along. So
yes,
that's also another.
Get him.
Like this summer
PSG
transfer period. This summer transfer period is really a strikers market. Anybody that does not have striker, go and just figure yourself out.
So Sergio by a right winger. That actually knows how to play. You know what? Let's go. Let's move on.
All right,
It has to.
We have the last 5 minutes. We're just gonna go through the weekend games coming up. We're gonna give our predictions for them. Man City, Crystal Palace. What's the scores?
1-0.
1-0. All right. What do I want? 1-0. I see 2-1. 2-1. Crystal Palace.
Palace.
I don't see Man City. Even though I know it's playing in Etihad, I don't care. Man City right now.
Is done.
Man City, they look like a shadow of themselves.
But this summer is scary.
Oh yeah,
they are going to pull out £1 billion and buy everybody.
Unless if they find them guilty of that 115, but we all know nothing's going to come out of that.
They'll still figure out what to do it.
All right. Arsenal Brentford.
That's a good game. Arsenal has to win it, but I can't see them winning that game.
Rest everybody that needs to be rested because Madrid game is next week.
Yeah, exactly.
So I say 1-0 lock up shop. Close the gate.
3-0. Just play the kids.
Play the kids. Let them beat you.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Liverpool has won it anyway. All right. We have then Chelsea Ipswich.
You guys have to win that game.
If we don't win it, there's fire on the spot.
That sounds like a 2-0 game.
2-0. I say 3-1. 3-1. We are going to concede. We have been on this clean sheets right for a while.
By the way, you guys have six keepers in your team. Which one exactly are you guys going to build with next season?
So Petrovic from Strasbourg, amazing season. Steven, very good with his feet. I don't know why Maresca did not give him a chance because that guy the later end of Pochettino's season, he was the number 1 goalkeeper and he was doing amazing.
Okay.
So Petrovic coming to claim his number 1 spot. Mike Pendos will be like a shadow. You'll just be learning as a third goalkeeper, and then second will probably be Jorgensen. Sanchez, loan, sell. I don't care, brother.
Kepa has been sold, right? Okay, Kepa is still on loan.
Kepa is on loan, but Bournemouth, I feel like they want to buy him, so he might just go for like a 5 mil or something because I think he has 1 year left on it, so it's very cheap. That guy's gonna
Wolves, Tottenham.
Tottenham.
I can't even predict that though. I can't even predict that. Tottenham is just up and down.
Yeah, I think Wolves. I say Wolves. Wolves. All right, let's go. Newcastle, Manchester United.
Oh, hell.
What's your prediction? Are they playing at Newcastle?
That's a whooping. They're whooping. That's a solid 3-0 right there. That's what they're playing, Newcastle?
Yeah, and they're playing in the stadium.
Oh, yeah. No, that's a solid 3-0 whooping. Man U's going to get whooped. I can't. There's nothing you can tell me that will make me not agree with that.
Yeah, probably 2-0.
Isak? Yeah. Tonali?
You see that guy?
That guy was gambling and then came back and started like...
The way he's wiping shot from outside the box, man, that thing's scary, bro.
And you now have the other one, the top one in the back, Dan Burn.
Oh, man. All right, the last one that we have here is Liverpool-West Ham.
Oh, yeah, no, West Ham is doing bad because of...
they're getting smoked.
Potter is falling hard, though.
They're getting smoked.
They're
chopping 3-0. 3-0 from me.
Potter went from like the great English hope And now it's like it's not happening anymore.
When you rise, be careful, you fall like Potter. They go use that as an example.
This guy was here. He rose up and then he fell worse than where he was before.
Yeah.
Now Brighton would give him a chance. Brighton would be like, "No, we don't want you."
He's not going to Brighton. Brighton are they're happy where they are. So, what's your score prediction?
Oh yeah, that's like a 2-3-0.
2-3.
Salah's gonna get one.
Uh,
Salah will get one.
Yes, Salah will get one. All right, that ends it here on our podcast episode. Let us know if you agree with our takes on the Champions League game, Arsenal versus Madrid. Let us know what you think
Tell
about.
us if you want Onana to stay in my.
Oh yeah, if you want Onana to stay on now, do you think he's the worst goalkeeper in the Man U modern era? Let us know.
Yes, starting keeper he is. See, whoever disagrees, let us know.
Let us know. I like that. Let us know. All right, and then Chelsea, man. God, just help us. God, please restore Kopama's confidence. Whatever Maresca is telling me, ignore Maresca, Kopama. He don't know how to play ball.
That's how he gets benched.
They born and were made bench Kopama.
You will.
You get fired instantly from the sport. From America, they will just call him direct. You know when you just international call, that's where you will get international call.
Plus one. Why is +1 calling me?
International call straight, brother. Because you cannot justify it. There's nothing you will say that will justify it. You have this guy literally single-handedly carried, brother.
He doesn't listen. That's what I'm going to say. He's like, I have a way of playing, and he doesn't listen to how.
Shut up, man. Take your back. Just
tell you, Maresca guy, it's going to make you guys mad because they told you guys. Let's not fast told you guys.
they warned us. They warned you guys. I did not listen.
Man U fans warned you guys. You guys didn't listen. See, all of you now, your coach and the fans. Coconut head. We get coconut head. The fans, the coach.
Sometimes they pan out. Sometimes they walk.
When did he pan out?
He has panned out for us.
For when?
Hazard, he panned out.
Who had issues with Hazard when he was
People were saying that guy is overrated. When we signed him, they were like, this one that you're thinking you are signing the second coming of Messi. You know how we made the hype for Hazard. We're like, this guy's going to be good. They're like, oh, calm down.
You guys
calm down.
Torres. Torres is the one that I always go back to.
Torres, that one. Torres, my goal will fight for because I've not forgetting that guy. Empty net against Man United. Dribbled keeper. Brother, empty net. Why are you thinking about your goal? Like, I don't know how to explain that thing.
But then he redeemed himself.
What did you do?
That's Barcelona when he scored that.
That was one time that you did. That's the only thing I remember him from. Honestly, if I want to remember Torres, that's the only good thing I remember him from. Those are scoring.
You know what I realized? If I was Drogba, I'd be calling Roman. What the hell are you doing? Are you benching me?
What's the reason? What was? All right, that ends here. Let us know what your thoughts are. Again, remember, please like, subscribe, hit the notification button. Yep, right here. Hit the notification button so that you can get updated when we drop new content. And again, that's it from us. Love ya. Peace.